Hello everyone, welcome to this channel, and today in this video I'm gonna discuss the three-dimensional geometry. And this 3D contains these two lines and plane, and the utility of this particular video or particular lecture is for the 12th board exam for state board or CBC board, and UPSC NDA and basic for graduation, and also for those who are doing UPSC mathematics optional as their subject for UPSC IAS. So it will be helpful for their basic. Okay, and this video I am making on the particular request of these two students, namely Gaurav Nehra and Anurag. So let us start. So basically in the line we have to find out in 12th class we have to find out the equation of a line. So what this line is? So line is just a 2-point connection. For example, this is a point A and this is point B. So we have to find out the equation of a line if we have been given these 2 points. Let us suppose the coordinate of this line is x1, y1 and z1, and the coordinate of this point is x2, y2 and z2. So how we will find out the equation of this line? So in any type of question, whether you have been given a direction ratio, direction cosine, point, so what you require only the two things. One, a point, and another is a direction ratio. If you have these two things, then you can find out the equation of any line. Okay, so how to find out the direction ratio? Direction ratio is just the simple subtraction of the direction or the point given, like x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1. This is just the direction ratio. Okay, so direction ratio will be like x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1 and z2 minus z1. This will be the direction ratio. This is direction ratio. Then what will be the equation of a line? The equation of line will be given by x minus x1 divided by the direction ratio. For example, this is x2 minus x1 equals to y2, this is not y2, this is y, term date is y minus y1 divided by y2 minus y1 equals to z minus z1 divided by z2 minus z1. So this is the equation of a line in Cartesian form. This is CF, that is Cartesian form. If the examiner asks in the vector form, then we will write the point first, like a plus lambda b form, where this lambda denotes that this b vector, this is a b vector and this is a vector. This b vector denotes direction ratio, and this a vector denotes the what? Point vector. This is a point vector. Okay, so we will write the same. For example, there are 2 points 1, 2, 3. I am assuming that this is 1, 2, 3. Another point is 2, 4, 6 or 2, 4, 5. Otherwise it will have same direction. So the direction ratio will be what? 1, 2 and 2. So the equation of vector equation will be, I can take any of these 2 points, like I plus 2j plus 3k, and this is followed by lambda into the direction ratios vector, that is I plus 2j plus 2k. So this is my equation in the vector form. What I did, just write down the point there, and this is the direction ratio followed with this lambda. Okay, so this is the simplest form. Now you may have been given various type of question, like you have given a point, a line which is passing from a given point, and it is parallel to a line which is given by this equation, x minus x1 divided by 1, y minus y1 upon 2 equals to z minus z1 upon minus 5. So you have to find out the equation of this line which is passing from a point, let us suppose PQR. Then you have to find out the equation of this line. How you will find? So what will you do? You for finding the equation of a line, you require two things. One is point and another is direction ratio. So the point you have, this is PQR, and direction ratio you will take minus 5, 1 and 2. Why? Because these two lines are in the same direction, because these are parallel, not in the same direction, these are parallels. So parallel line have the same direction ratios. Okay, So you will write x minus p, y minus q, and z minus r divided by minus 5, 1 and 2. So you will get your answer. Okay, so next you have to find out the equation between two skew lines. This is a UPSC question asked in 2014. I don't remember the exact year. There are two skew equations are given, and you have to find out the distance between these two. And how you will find out this distance? So for that you have a formula, and I'm just writing down the formula. This is a2 minus a1. The dot product of this is taken with the b1 cross b2 divided by the magnitude of b1 cross b2. So what is this a1 a2? I'm assuming this is a line 1, this is line 2, a1 and a2. This is a1 plus lambda b1, and this line is a2 plus lambda b2, where a1 is the point of line 1, a2 is the point of line 2, b1 is the direction ratio of line 1, and b2 is the direction ratio of line 2. So take out the direction ratios cross product and do it the dot product with the subtraction of the point and divide it by the magnitude of the cross product. You will get the shortest distance between two skew lines. If the lines are parallel, okay, if the lines are parallel means these are the two lines which are parallel, these are not intersecting at any point. So how you will find out the direction, the distance between these two? For this you have formula, that is a2 minus a1. You will do the cross product with b, because b will be the same, because b is the direction ratio of a two parallel lines are same. So you will write it b. There is no b1 b2 because b1 b2 both are same. So this is b. So you will calculate the cross product here, and you will divide this by the magnitude of b vector. Okay, and take the magnitude of this. Why? Because cross product is a vector quantity and dot product is a scalar quantity. If you do the cross product of these two vectors a cross b, you will get a vector quantity, and if you take the magnitude of this, then you will get a scalar quantity. And when you divide a scalar quantity by a scalar quantity, you will get another scalar quantity, which will be the distance between two parallel lines. Okay, so one more type of question I am telling you. There are two lines are given. Okay, there are two lines, and you have to find out the distance between these two. For example, this is the distance and this is a length. For example, this is point A and this is point B. So you have to also find out the Cartesian equation of this AB line. This AB line, you have to find out the equation of these two. Okay, so how you will find out? So you will try to calculate the general point of point B and general point of point A. General values. How to calculate the general values? For example, I am taking example that this equation, this line, the equation of this line is given by x minus x1 upon 2, y plus 1 upon minus 1, z minus 2 upon 3. This is the equation of this. So you will put this equal to mu or lambda, whatever you may take. So the general point, this is 2 mu, and the value of x comes out to be 2 mu plus 1, and the y value will comes out to be minus mu minus 1, and the value of z will comes out to be 3 mu plus 2. So this is the value of this point A in the mu terms. 2 mu plus 1 minus mu minus 1, 3 mu plus 2. So this is the value of this point B. You got this value of point B in the form of mu. Okay, in the same way you will calculate the value of A point in the lambda. Don't take it mu because you have taken already mu in the terms of B, and now you will take lambda. Okay, you will put lambda, and there you will find out the general point of this point A. After that, you will assume that this point is perpendicular, this line is perpendicular to this point for small instance. Okay, then this is a line and this is another line, and when these two lines are perpendicular to each other, I am rubbing it and doing in the other page for better clarification. This is the point B, and this line, this is perpendicular to this, and you can calculate the direction ratio of this AB line. How to calculate? Just subtract B point from A, or B point from A, or A from B. You can do it, and you have the direction ratio in the terms of mu plus lambda terms. Okay, mu plus lambda or mu minus lambda plus some constant may be there. So you will get a direction ratio in the terms of mu plus lambda. Okay, So when you have the mu plus lambda there in this AB, and you have the direction ratio in a simple numerical fraction, like I assumed 2 minus 1 or 3, I don't, or plus 2 or 3, जो भी था, ठीक है, 2 minus 1 and 3 are there. Now what you have a direction ratio in numerical term and a direction ratio in mu plus lambda term. You have two equation. So what will you do? You will do the same dot product. What is the dot product of the two vectors which are in the at 90 and 90 degree angle? Their dot product will be 0 because cos theta will be 90. क्यों dot product क्या होती है? A dot B equals to magnitude of A magnitude of B into cosine of the angle between these two, and the angle is 90. So dot product will be 0. So put the direction ratio, the corresponding multiplication of I vector, J vector and K vector, put them equals to 0. So there you will get equation in terms of mu plus lambda, and again you will get a equation in the terms of mu plus lambda. Solve these two different equation in the terms of mu plus lambda and mu plus lambda. From there you will find out the value of mu and lambda. Now you have the value of mu and lambda. Just substitute the value of mu and lambda in this point, and in this point you will get the original point. When you have the 2 point, you can always calculate the distance also. You can also calculate the equation of a line. Okay, I think you have understood this part. So I'm showing you some examples so that you may find it useful for your practice. This is not opening in this file, so I'm changing it to Adobe Reader. Yeah, this is there. So this is 3D, and I'm scrolling it down. I'm showing this is the point, angle between the two line. How to calculate the angle between two line? It's very simple. You have a line, there you have the direction ratio of this line, and you have the direction ratio of this line. So just do the the dot product of these two and divide it by the magnitude of both of these. You will get the cosine of angle like this: a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c2 divided by the magnitude of this: a1 square b1 square c1 square a2 square b2 square plus c square plus c2 square, and do the under root. You will get the answer. If you are required to calculate the angle between a line and a plane, always remember this thing. If you have to calculate the angle between two same things, like two line, two plane, then you will use the cosine of angle. If you are required to calculate the angle between two different things, then you will use the sine of angle. Okay, now I'm moving it down, showing the examples there. Like, you have to find out the angle between these two pair of line. So how you will calculate? You have direction ratio that is 1 to 2, and here you have this 3 to 6. You just multiply it with these two direction cosines and find out the angle. Like 3 is to 1 3 plus 2 into 2 4, 6 into 2, that is 12, divided by the magnitude of this. This will comes out to be 1 plus 4 that is 3, under root of this 3, that is 6 plus 4 40 plus 9 49, and the under root of 49 gives me 7. So this is 7 plus 12, that is 19 by 21. So this is cos inverse 19 by 21. So this is cos inverse 19 by 21. Okay, now in this question you have this again two lines. These are the direction ratio cosine direction ratios are given, and direction ratios of this line is also given. So you can always use the same formula. Okay, and this topic we have already covered, the distance between these two lines. Okay, and this way I have already told you, r equal to this, a1 stands and what a2 means I already mentioned, and already told you this formula: b1 cross b2 dot a2 minus a1 divided by the magnitude of b1 cross b2. Okay, now the distance between the two parallel lines already told you. Okay, a1 a2, do the cross product with vector b, where b is a direction cosine. Now how you will identify that these two lines are parallel? By their direction cosines or direction ratios. If direction ratios are equal, then these two lines are always what? Parallel to each other. Now exercise 11.2 says that show that the three lines with direction cosines are given, and show that three lines with direction cosines are mutually perpendicular. These three lines with direction cosine, this is the first line, this is the second line, and the third line. These three lines are given, and we have to show that these are mutually perpendicular. How we will show? We'll do the dot product of these two, and add these. Will show that this it comes out to be 0. The product is comes out to be 0. Then these two lines are perpendicular to each other. Then again we will show to for this. How we will do? We will multiply. Again doing it. Multiply this with this, this with this, and this with first is to first, second is to second, and third is to 3. Okay, just multiply these and add them. When you do, you will get the sum equals to 0, and this shows that these are perpendicular to each other. Okay, next, show that a line passing from these 2 points is perpendicular to the point from this. So again you have the 2 points. Again, what will you do? Again you have to find out the direction ratio. Direction ratio, how you will find out? Just subtract these 2 points from each other, and again doing the same. And when you get these direction ratio of line 1 and line 2, you will find out that the dot product of these two are again 0. That is a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c2 equals to 0. Okay, next is you have to show that these are parallel. When you do the subtraction, this comes out to be similar. Then this shows that this is what? Parallel to each other. In the next question, that is question number 4, you have to find out the equation of a line which is passing from a point 1 to 3, and this is parallel to the vector this. Okay, so you have to find out the equation of a line passing from this point. So this will be x minus x1 equals to y minus 2 equals to z minus 3 divided by and divided by. This is a line which is parallel to this vector, so direction will be same, 3, 2 and minus 2. Next, question number 5, we have to find out the equation of in a vector and Cartesian in both form that passes through this point. That this is a point, this is a position vector. Okay, this is a position, means this is a point vector, and the direction you have already. So just put this plus lambda into this. This is a vector form. If you have to write in the Cartesian form, I have already told you in ample time. X minus 2 divided by something, this is 1, y minus or plus 1 divided by 2, z minus 4 divided by minus 1. This is in the Cartesian form. Question number 6, we have to find out the equation of a line passing from this point and parallel to this line. Again, put this point and put the direction ratio 3, 5, 6. Next, Cartesian equation of a line is this. Write down its vector form. You can always write what? 5i plus 4j plus or minus 4j plus 6k plus lambda into, this is 3i plus 7j plus 2k. Very simple question. Next, find the vector in the Cartesian equation of a line which is passing from the origin and this point. So you have origin means 0, 0, 0, and you have this another point, this is 5 minus 2 and 3. So subtract this from this, you will get again, this is the same direction ratio, you will get, okay, 5 minus 2 and 3, origin is this, so x minus 0 is x by, y by and z by. You will get this 5 minus 3 minus 2 and 3. This is your required answer. And in the vector form, you may write this 5i minus 2j plus 3k plus lambda divided by the same 5i minus 2j plus 3k. This is in the vector form. You may take any point. This is not mandatory that you will take this origin while forming the equation. You may take this also as a point. Next, you have to find out the vector in the Cartesian equation of a line that passes through the point this and this. Again, very simple question. You can also do it. you have the 2 points. Again, next question, you have to find out the angle between the following pair. You can also do this question by using the formula what? Just do the dot product of these two and divide the magnitude of these two individuals. How to calculate the magnitude? 3 square plus 2 square plus 6 square का under root of 3 square plus 2 square plus 6 square, right? Just divide it by this and also the square of magnitude of this factor also. Next, again similar question you will always do. Now question number 12. Oh, I scrolled it fast. Question number 12. We have to find out the value of P so that this line and this line are at right angle. So what you have to do, again the angle is already given, that is the 90 degree, and cos 90 we already know, that is 0. So we don't require to calculate this lower magnitude, because this always going to make it 0. So we are only concerned with the dot product of these two direction ratio. So for direction ratio we always know that this is x minus something divided by that. So this is 1 minus x divided by 3. So we'll make it in the correct form, like taking minus x as common. So it will give plus x and minus 1, and this minus will I take it to the denominator side. So this minus 3 is the direction ratio here, not this 3. Again we will take 7 common from this part, and it will make y minus 2 divided by 2p divided by 7, and in the last it is already in the correct form. So direction ratio of the first line will be minus 3, 2p by 7 and 2. This is the direction ratio of first line. And of the last line, this is minus 3p by 7, this is 1, this is plus 1, and this is minus 5. So these two are the direction ratios. Just calculate the dot product, multiply this with this with this, and minus 5 with 2, and add them. And when you do, put the summation or sum of these three multiplication equals to 0, and get your answer. Next question number 13. We have to show that this line and this line are perpendicular to each other. Again, very simple question. Just multiply this. 7 into 1 7, plus 5 minus 2, this is minus 10, plus 3 into 1, this is 3. 7 plus 3 is 10. 10 minus 10 equals to 0. Hence dot product is 0. The angle between these two are 0. Next, we have to find out the shortest distance between these two lines, where these two lines are given. So this is the point A. This is the first point, that is A1. This is A2. This is B1. This is B2. Use the same formula, A2 minus A1 dot B1 cross B2 divided by the magnitude of B1 cross B2. So from there you will find out the shortest distance between these two lines. If you have to find out the shortest distance between the two parallel lines, in that case the formula will be similar but with a little change, that is A2 minus A1 dot B, that is there is no B1, so it will be magnitude of this. This is not dot, this is cross product, and this is the B magnitude. Okay, so in these last three questions you have to find out the simple shortest distance. You can always find out. So in the next video we will be doing the plane and the rest of the stuff. So that's all for this video, and thank you very much for watching it.